a man of my word. I said if you two jokers won, I would hand you these tag team championships. And I'm gonna come to it.
Well, I don't know what he's waiting for. Oh, here we go. That's exactly what he's waiting for. Here comes the reason. Actively return to competition to kick off the event tonight. And Banks goes down with the chair shot. Down goes DVG. What really is going on here? What's the end game?
Now, Benjamin, we have a long history. You went out of your way to embarrass me 6 years ago. Don't think I forgot about it. Don't think I didn't wait and plot and plan for the exact moment to take my revenge on you, buddy. That was not even the beginning of what's going to happen to you.
This may not be much of a match, but it is sure to be a spectacle. And Diamond Victor Griff is nowhere with him. And the reason, and before this has even started, the reason is absolutely destroying Benjamin Banks. Benjamin Banks is barely conscious, if at all. It's all fun and games, is the director of operations. This is pathetic.
I'm a Luthez trainee, you idiots. I'm a shooter.
This is a man's midlife crisis playing out in front of us, hitting him with a pinky.
I might be 39, but I'm turning back the clock to 1999.
And Benjamin Banks, in the record books, just lost to Jerry Stephanitsis. Victor Griff, crawling from the back. We can only speculate on exactly what happened to Victor Griff earlier.
Benjamin Banks, Diamond Victor Griff, July 29th, Kroc Center, Liberty Lottery. The reason and I are going to embarrass you idiots. I can't wait. I'm going to embarrass you both so bad. I'm going to take your tag team championship. That's right. I'm going to wear tag team championship in Virginia. Jerry Stephanitsis, just think about this for a minute. Jerry Stephanitsis, VCW Tag Team Champion. I want you to sit on that, let it ruminate a little bit, breathe it in. Because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Whether you like it or you don't. You're welcome.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. It is for the VCW Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, hailing from New York, and Blacksburg, Virginia, respectively, at a total combined weight of 532 pounds, they are the reigning and defending VCW Tag Team Champions, the Money Train Benjamin Banks and Diamond Victor Griff, the Golden Pinky Society.
Tag team titles are on the line here at Liberty Lottery 2023, coming to you from the Kroc Center in Norfolk, Virginia. I am Jason Eaton alongside Brandon Metheny, Esquire. It is tradition in professional wrestling that the champions are allowed the opportunity to enter second in sign of respect. So it's no surprise that in this match, with the Golden Pinky Society going up against the Reason and our Director of Operations, Jerry Stephanitsis, they have not been afforded that traditional champion's respect. Because of course, Jerry Stephanitsis and the Reason have offered no respect to the Golden Pinky Society, who have now been champions for well over a year. They have defeated Adonis Cole and Miles Hawkins, Kingsglaive, The Material, Black Wall Street, and many more. On paper, they are going to destroy the Reason, who recently came out of a long period of dormancy, and Jerry Stephanitsis, who is not an active professional wrestler. Jerry Stephanitsis and the Reason have found a way to get one up over the Golden Pinky Society over the entirety of this reign.
Liberty Lottery, biggest night in VCW, bar none, calendar year, biggest night. biggest nights of my career were here at VCW at the Liberty Lottery. 1 year, 1 day ago, I climbed a ladder, became the Liberty champion. Before that, I was tag team champions. But see, those 2 championship reigns were tainted because I used illegal tactics. I used anything I could find to get an advantage. But when we won these championships, we did it with hard work. We did it with skill. We did it with our natural God-given abilities. And at every turn, every month, every single time we step foot in the VCW ring, we've had to prove ourselves over and over and over again. The fact is this, we are the tag team champions, not because somebody handed us to them, not because we cheated, not because we used illegal tactics, because we dug deep. We pulled out something that neither one of us prior to had ever pulled out before. We came together as brothers, and we stood in the ring as men, as champions. And tonight's gonna be no different. The only difference is, it's payback time. It's like my partner said, it's time to pay what you owe. Cash makes the world go around. Diamonds are forever. And everybody is gonna have their pinky up.
Introducing their opponents.
What in the world?
Cut the music. Cut the music. Cut the music. Got a problem with my feedback? What was wrong with this?
Here you go, Mr. Stephanitsis. I apologize. I'll fire someone for that. Don't worry.
I want you people to know that I was ready to come out here and give you the match of my life. It was going to be an 8-star extravaganza. I was going to fly off the top rope. I was going to body slam Benjamin Banks on the floor. And I was going to stay strong, more important than anything else. But unfortunately, I was just out in the parking lot. I was running some wind sprints out there getting ready for this match. And some idiot dropped a banana peel right in my way. Now, I don't have any proof who it was, but I'm pretty sure it was that fat-headed idiot in the ring right there. Lucky for you, I'm not going to forfeit. I had just enough time to find a suitable replacement. Mr. Metheny, I'd like for you to introduce the next team.
Wait a second. This isn't just some team. Not to step on the announcement, but that is very clearly the reason. And Logan Easton LaRoe, the former Virginia heavyweight champion. This is a totally different story. This is a game changer. Jerry Stephanitsis standing next to me. How long have you had this orchestrated, Stephanitsis? How long has this been the plan? not even a bandage, it's a head sock. There's no way Jerry Stephanitsis is injured.
Introducing the challengers. First, hailing from Killeen, Texas. He is a former VCW United States Liberty Champion and current right-hand man to the director, Mr. Jerry Stephanitsis, the Reason. And his partner, hailing from a gated community, within a gated community, surrounded by a gated community. He is a former VCW Tag Team Champion and a former VCW Virginia Heavyweight Champion. Together, they are one of the longest reigning campeonatos de parejas of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, they are NRG!
Under other circumstances, it would be exciting to see a reunion of genuinely one of the greatest campeonas de parejas in independent wrestling history. Why is Brandon Metheny getting back in the ring?
Okay. Introducing the soon-to-be former tag team champions. These two guys, kick their ass. Go ahead. Oh, okay, fine. This is Benjamin Banks, Diamond Victor Griff, at a combined weight of 532 pounds, the Golden Piggy Society, and again, soon to be, but still technically for now, VCW Tag Team Champions.
The decks have been stacked against the Golden Piggy Society as the reason, and Logan Easton LaRoe attacking before the bell even rings. And the Golden Pinky Society definitely came in anticipating that something was not right in Denmark.
Everything is fine. What are you talking about? Why are you such a conspiracy theorist?
Fantastic, unbiased ring announcing there, by the way, Brandon.
I do what is best for VCW, and that's what's best for VCW. Watch out.
Certainly sure you earned an extra couple bills in your envelope, as we are now in the midst of a war zone.
Hey, what happened between me and Mr. Stephanitsis is our business. I'm here to call things straight down the middle for the soon-to-be new VCW Tag Team Champions, Logan Easton LaRoe, The Reason, and RG.
Logan Easton LaRoe and The Reason. It is true, they have been tag team champions in other promotions so successfully together. Logan Easton LaRoe, I saw him in the building earlier, assumed he was here for the Liberty Lottery, which he won last year. And now, officially, this match starts, and The Reason's head just got introduced to that steel post. This could be a very short-lived reunion.
I have confidence in RG. I certainly have confidence in Mr. Stephanitsis. This is going to be a glorious night for all of us here in VCW.
And Logan Easton LaRoe immediately on the defensive. The former Virginia Heavyweight Champion is on a 4-match losing streak since losing that title. Can he turn it around tonight in tag team action? Is that
Of course
the reason,
he can.
Was that the reason why he decided to enter this tag team contest? Because he hasn't been able to hack it in the singles division of late.
How dare you? How dare you say that about Logan Easton LaRoe? Logan Easton LaRoe can win any division, any championship, whenever he wants to. He's here because of his loyalty to Mr. Stephanitsis.
And Stephanitsis is grabbing the tassels of Benjamin Banks.
He's checking to make sure that is legal equipment. That's all that's going on. Logan is here out of loyalty to Mr. Stephanitsis and friendship with The Reason, and I'll have you not speak anything ill of him.
Precision offense by Logan Easton LaRoe as Jerry Stephanitsis calls the plays from the outside. Looks absolutely fine. And who does not look fine right now is Benjamin Banks.
Mr. Stephanitsis could have some soft tissue damage. There are some things you can't see. You wouldn't understand. You don't have a doctorate like I do. It's a juris doctor, but still.
Mr. Stephanitsis, oh, Logan Easton LaRoe Only 2 with that lateral press, and I think Mr. Stephanitsis is all soft tissue.
Mr. Stephanitsis, how dare you?
How
dare you?
To the reason.
I'm going to tell Mr. Stephanitsis that said that. You may find yourself in that employment line, sir.
And now, the reason knocking Victor Griff down to the apron, making sure that Benjamin Banks cannot make the tag if he's available to. The Golden Pinky Society have been dominant champions, but this vendetta that the Reason and Jerry Stephanitsis have held against them has consumed their reign.
Hang on a second. True or false, if you are a champion, you should beat all comers, right?
Absolutely.
And the Logan East and the Reason are an established tag team with years of success in front of them, right?
Not in VCW.
Just generally speaking, there's a world outside VCW. Yes?
Outside of VCW, absolutely, as Logan East and LaRoe using the leverage that the Reason provided to continue to target that leg.
So if Benjamin Banks and Diamond Victor Griff claim to be the greatest champions out there, taking on all comers, this is another team they're taking on. It's just that simple. If they can really beat everyone, this shouldn't be an issue.
This is called bait and switch, and I'm pretty sure as a lawyer, you're very aware that if it's not illegal, it's certainly unethical. But what has been effective has been the attack by Logan Easton LaRoe, absolutely debilitating the left leg of Benjamin Banks.
Of course, Logan Easton LaRoe is one of the smartest men I have ever encountered in or out of wrestling. He came with a plan, he and Reason and Mr. Stephanitsis came with a plan, and clearly it's working right now.
Well, there was absolutely a plan. There's no doubt there was a plan. Curious how long you've been aware of the plan, given that you knew the introduction. So a lot of questions for you, but right now there is no question that Logan Easton LaRoe is showcasing both the intelligence and the violence that has made him so successful here in the past.
Absolutely, which is again why, if Diamond Victor Griff and Benjamin Banks are the great champions they claim to be, they should be able to beat a great tag team, which the Reason and Logan Easton LaRoe are. It's that simple. NRG is one of the best tag teams out there, so they should be able to beat this team.
And Logan Easton LaRoe, with a rake to the eyes, distracting or incapacitating, I should say, Benjamin Banks, and Banks has had enough.
I mean, if that left leg is making it very hard for Banks to do any kind of power moves.
Logan Easton LaRoe, a practitioner of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and we're seeing a blend of professional wrestling and BJJ on display right now.
Yeah, the ref needs to stay on top of this. He could tap out any second. We know Banks has kind of a weak constitution, so he needs to be careful about this.
Benjamin Banks, a model of resiliency, the heart and soul of the Golden Pinky Society, which is one of the reasons why the Reason, who is now tagged in, has been targeting them. I believe that there is a lot of jealousy. The Reason very upset that another tag team here in VCW has gained the adulation of the crowd.
Look, if it was all about targeting and revenge, all these other conspiracy theories going around, we would be having a match right now. The fact that Reason standing in there face-to-face, man-to-man with Benjamin Banks shows the kind of man and kind of wrestler the Reason is, and the answer to both those is a very good one.
This was supposed to be Jerry Stephanitsis and the Reason taking on the Golden Pinky Society. That was the match that was advertised. This has taken that away not only from the Golden Pinky Society, but also from the fans in attendance.
Jason, you've worked for a lot of wrestling companies, right? And there is a phrase that is true for all wrestling companies. Hard subject to change.
Because
absolutely.
People get injured,
which is what happened to Mr. Stephanitsis.
Con artists. And right now the Reason drop toe hold, taking advantage of this situation, which of course he helped set up.
Look, the Reason was always going to be in this match. Oh, a beautiful double team, a flying drop kick and a cannonball to the back by NRG, a phenomenal move.
And if there was any rust for NRG after years of them not tagging, it's gone at this point. Right now, moments away from the Reason becoming a tag team champion here in VCW, and three times, Benjamin Banks was able to get out of it. We haven't even seen Diamond Victor Griff legal in this match yet.
No, because the NRG's had a phenomenal in-ring strategy. They've kept him away from Diamond Victor Griff.
The Reason is looking in incredible shape. Every time we've seen him in the ring, it's clear he is putting in the work. One has to wonder how long this has been the end game for both the Reason and Director of Operations, Jerry Stephanitsis.
I mean, the end game was supposed to be the reason in Jerry Stephanitsis win the title. Unfortunately, due to Mr. Stephanitsis' tragic injury, we have to have a substitution.
And Benjamin Banks tried to roll through, but you saw the tweak of the knee, wasn't able to get the roll through because that leg injury.
And really just incredible strategy and incredible ring awareness by Logan Easton Leroux and the reason. Just great stuff out there, staying on the weaker man and just wearing him down to the point where it's really coming to be almost a foregone conclusion how this match is
When he turns it on, there is no one who has the combination of speed and aggression and precision as Logan Easton Leroux. His strikes are like lightning.
I mean, listen, you talk about the great shape the reason's in, you're absolutely right. But Logan Easton Leroux also in absolutely incredible shape.
Both men.
Oh, and Darn Victor Griff bouncing off our lighting structure. I apologize for interrupting, but that's a nasty fall.
Both members of NRG have done a great job playing defense while on offense, making sure that Victor Griff is a non-factor in this match. Of course it is Benjamin Banks who has earned the personal animosity and enmity of Jerry Stephanitsis, so I wonder how much of this was the orders, the mercenary orders for NRG from the director of operations.
And this could be ending up right here. Here goes the reason. And now, Logan Easton Leroux. Oh, with the kick to the shoulder. Just, I mean, showing what he could have done, but chose not to.
And Logan Easton Leroux now dancing in the signature style NRG. We're very disillusioned by their tag team run years ago. They were bright and fresh-faced and felt like wrestling turned on them, so they wanted to turn on pro wrestling. And we are seeing what happens to two men who become calcified and bitter.
And a great smart tag there, and Benjamin Banks looking for Dime Victor Griff, who is just not there. Just not on the apron, and Benjamin Banks basically fighting a handicap match here.
It does not matter if Benjamin Banks gets to the corner. There is absolutely no one there to tag! Slam to Logan Easton Leroux.
And this is Banks' best chance, but still Griff not there.
That absolutely rocked the Prince of the Privileged, who has an opportunity to become another champion here in VCW. He has held those tag team titles before. Can he become a two-time tag team champion here in Virginia Championship Wrestling?
He can and he will. You know why? Because Mr. Stephanitsis is here. He's an inspiration to everyone. He is the light in this company, and he's going to lead NRG to this championship.
Tags made to both the reason, and finally, Victor Griff, but he looks so much the worse for wear. Usually, when someone enters for the first time, you say they're fresh, but Victor Griff has been on the receiving end of a beating the whole time.
Yeah, Victor Griff very slow to get into the ring there, and looking not at all fresh, and not the normal sort of flurry of offense you expect to see from him.
But Victor Griff is a veteran, and he knows how to compensate for a potential injury, doing a great job of taking it to NRG.
And Victor Griff out there throwing suplexes like it's nobody's business. Suddenly the reason's on his back foot.
The Golden Pinky Society have been the top functioning unit here in VCW for over a year, correct?
Correct.
So you have to give them the advantage when it comes to continuity. If they have the opportunity to gain some momentum, they have every possibility of winning this match.
There's
And Logan Easton
Stephanitsis
Leroux.
as a hero. Mr. Stephanitsis is on the apron. It's amazing. He's healed. He's healed. This is incredible.
Logan Easton Leroux just hit the leg of Benjamin Banks with that crutch. Logan just stole it. The fix was in from moment one. A miraculous recovery in
Miraculous! Mr. Stephanitsis! It's like, it's a miracle. He's healed. It's a beautiful thing. He was inspired, and he's here. And we have new champions. It's beautiful.
He's a Carney Con man, and I don't know how long the fix was in, but it certainly was for a while, as Logan Easton Leroux and The Reason reunited as NRG in their very first match back as a team in I think over 5 years, are now the tag team champions.
Just an incredible, inspirational performance by Mr. Stephanitsis.
And after a year plus of defying the odds, taking on every challenge, it took a bait and switch for Stephanitsis and The Reason to rob Golden Pinky Society of their hard-won championships.
You seem very bitter about our new tag team champions. That sounds unwise, Jason. I'm just saying.
I am disappointed that a tag team so qualified as Logan Easton LaRoe and The Reason, instead of working their way up the ranks, which they absolutely could do, and winning those titles in a fair match, an advertised match, which they absolutely could do, instead were used as pawns or mercenaries by Jerry Stephanitsis, and the Golden Pinky Society once again pays the price.
As a wise man once said, Jason, work smarter, not harder.
Regardless, NRG are your new tag team champions. And what happens now going forward for the Golden Pinky Society?